At COP26 in Glasgow, I had the chance to lead Panama's delegation for the first time. And as Matt mentioned earlier this morning, we had the youngest delegation ever that came to a COP. The average age was 29 years old. We were so full of energy, so full of spirit. We knew that we had what it took to make things move. However, as we entered those rooms and we started engaging with the other counterparts, we saw firsthand how dark money works, how special interest works, and how corruption works. In those hallways, we witnessed for the first time this group of young people how decisions that are not good for the planet work. And we had to make a decision. Do we just flow with what's happening, or do we make an ethical and moral statement? And we decided to do what was right and call it out. And immediately, we were deemed toxic for the system. All those people that we spent 3 weeks negotiating with one-to-one suddenly will not speak to us. I remember walking out of that COP and only 2 of my negotiator colleagues from other countries actually approaching and engaging with me. And it was that hard time, it was that difficult moment when I realized that it was not time for crying, it was not time for remembering those losses, it was the time to keep pushing for young people to come into this. And that was the night that I met Hita and that I met her partners that made possible the Climate Youth Negotiator Program that now have 300 people in the room. So I'm saying this because I strongly believe that we cannot advance without that multi-actors partnership that Hita was mentioning in our panel. So I've mentioned this many times, but if you have time, the week of May 19th, this is the space for you to lead. It is very hard to work on climate right now, as you all are aware, and there is a leadership void that needs to be filled up. And thanks to public, thanks to Global Resilience Partner, and thanks to the political support of the government of Panama, we're filling that void. The road from Baku to Belém has a layover in Panama, and that layover is going to be the week of May 19th. The UN no longer have money to accommodate non-state actors, but Panama Public and Global Resilience Partners and Trammell and EarthX have decided to take the leadership and provide that space for actors that are so needed. So I invite you to come to Panama. If you want to come, you can approach Matt, you can approach me, or even Hita, who's also going to be there, and we're going to make sure that you and your colleagues get an invitation to attend this first ever Nature Summit. Matt, Lawrence, Public, Sergio, EarthX family, thank you so much for this opportunity. It is our pleasure to have co-hosted this forum, and we look forward to next year's forum too. Thank you so much.